Bradley, you've seen the book, Bradley. You two haven't, all right. The story of the three giants is my favorite story. But one day, one of the little boys in here said to me, Mrs. O, whatever happened to the giants? They went up one side of the mountain, they went down the other side of the mountain, and what happened to them? I said, I don't know. I have no idea what happened to them. So the children in Miss McGee's class this year wrote the second part of the story. Now we're going to find out who the three giants were and what happened to them. They named their book The Fierce But Friendly Friends. And they did all the writing and they did all the illustrations. So I'm going to show you. Here's the title page. The Fierce and Friendly Friends, written and illustrated by the children in Miss McGee's class 2018-2019. Does that work? Now, we got all finished with the story, and somebody said, Mrs. O, this is a fairy tale. Where's the wizard? Oh dear. So we went back and we put the wizard in here. The wizard tells the story, so he gets the first page. Hi, Willie Wizard is my name, and I can do magic, and I make myself disappear. Enough about me. I want to tell you about the story of my best friends, the fierce but friendly friends. He's down here. I love the picture. Once upon a time, yes, this is our own class fairy tale. Our story begins with three giants who have just arrived at the cave in the mountain. Their names are Harry Horrible, Tommy Terrible, and Marvin Monster. They had just run away from a little boy named Jackson. They were lucky to find a cave big enough for three large giants. When they finally caught their breath, they said, wow, that was a tricky escape. Now what do we do when we have something to eat? So the giant, because giants have to eat a lot, you know. And here they are, the three giants in the cave with Jackson outside. Just then there was a very loud rumbling sound. The three giants were scared. What is that rumbling sound? Asked Harry. It's not my stomach, said Tommy. But just then the ground opened up and a huge fire-breathing dragon climbed out. The giants were very scared and ran out of the cave, but the dragon shook his large head and said, greetings, my friends. My name is Firestone. Who are you? Before they could even answer, they heard someone out in the ocean yelling for help. Help, help, and they saw a little girl in a boat out on the waves, and as they watched, they saw an enormous monster, sea monster, like a huge squid, reach out to grab the boat. Princess Tessa shouted, help, help! Firestone called out, I'm coming, don't be afraid, I'm a friend, so be brave. I'll save you. Just then, in the blink of an eye, the dragon flew over the boat, grabbed the little girl, and rescued her. The squid snatched the boat and took it underwater and swam away. Tessa was so grateful to the dragon for saving her, she patted him on the back, and she looked for some water for him to drink. Harry and Marvin helped Tommy catch some big tuna fish for supper. Coconuts would be their dessert. They had enough dinner. After they'd had enough dinner, Firestone told them about his underground activities for 100 years. It seems, it's not in the story, that Firestone got caught in an earthquake and he landed way down underground and he'd been clawing his way up for 100 years. But while he was down there, luckily, he had some paper and books with him. He loved to write songs and poems, so he wrote this song. I can do it. Firestone the dragon is living in a cave. He is large and scary, but also very brave. He saved the Princess Tessa and helped the giants three. Then they were friends forever and all lived happily. Not a bad song for first grade, I don't think. And here they are again, down in the cave, with Princess Tessa looking on. Now here comes the funny part. While Firestone was entertaining them, they heard a rustling sound. They saw a shadow. Shh! Who is there? Marvin peeked out of the cave and saw a small knight in shining armor. He brought him inside, and Jackson said, "Hey, Tessa!" And Tessa said, "Jackson, what are you doing here?" The three giants were very surprised because they had run away from Jackson. "Do you know him?" "Yes," said Tessa. "He lives in the castle right next to mine, and we were neighbors. We were BFFs. We like a lot of the same things." Now, the girls drew pictures of what they thought the ending would be, and you can tell. But Marvin is going to have, Willie Wizard is going to have the last say. Willie Wizard tells us, "You could probably guess the ending, but maybe not. There are several ways this story could end. We can keep this story going and going and going. Give it a try." The end. Now here are some of their beautiful pictures. This is Marvin Monster and Tommy Terrible. And this is Harry Horrible and Princess Tessa. I love this one. And this is everybody standing in the cave, running up one side and down the other. And here they are, all in the cave in the dark. Isn't that a great picture? Yeah, I think so too. A great picture. Now here's the sea monster. And here's Firestone the dragon. Another Firestone. And here's Jackson in his knight in shining armor suit. And here they all are together. The Princess Tessa in her castle, Firestone and Jackson and the three giants. And here we're back to the squid again. Here's Tessa yelling, "Help, help," and Firestone saying, "I'm coming, be brave." He was so cute. And those are more, this is another giant version. And here's Jackson and Tessa holding hands together before any, yeah, I know. And there's Princess Tessa again. And that is the end. I think they did a wonderful job with that story. Now we can keep the story going and going and going.